I get approached, particularly for the Elephant in the Room podcast. People say, "Oh, why don't you get people in their 20s that have bought, investment properties, and why don't you get them on and interview them?" And I'm like, because the proof is in the pudding, and they haven't had those properties long enough to know whether they're successful or not.
Yeah.
The actual acquisition of the property is not the success. It's not the measure of success. It's whether you bought yourself a bloody good one and has it done its job for you.
How it performs over long term.
Yeah. So here I was in my 20s. I bought my first property. I was not a success because I bought something without even considering what other options that I had available to me. And I was mentioning earlier, I actually got online because we have access to databases that show you what past history. And I went back to when I first bought that property, and I looked in the very same suburb for only, and I know, look, I'll fess up, I paid $129,000 for it, right? Times have changed. But less than $150,000 in that same suburb, I could have bought a little house. So I bought a studio apartment for,
because it was brand new and shiny,
20% more, 20% more only, I could have bought a house.
So I guess, one of the things that you're saying to people is, if you'd known the process and you'd gone and checked your borrowing capacity first before falling in love and thinking, wow, this is lovely, shiny and in the right location, you might have actually opened your mind to other opportunities.
If I'd raised my sights, if I just had a look, if I didn't assume, like there's all these things that I was in my tiny little bubble and I just had no idea, none.
It's very invigorating too, that process of, I think I'm going to, I like this one. I think this is the one. Like you sort of almost get wrapped up in that emotion of, I think that I can buy this. I can see myself putting my bed there and my clothes can go there. And that's where I'll have my coffee in the morning and I'll put the toaster there. And that probably filled up your entire apartment.
Pretty much. I think I had too much of a can-do attitude. Too much.